budge proof and mask proof. So this is the look I came up with. This is my everyday makeup routine. Very simple, very quick, and also budge proof with minimal and affordable products. So everything is in this one single video. If you want to know more about how I came up with this look, make sure you stay till the end of the video. And before we dive into the video, if you're someone new and looking at this face for the first time, make sure you hit that red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Also active on my social media platforms, which will be linked down below in the description box for you as well. Before exiting the video, make sure you hit that like button. It's gonna just encourage me to make more content for you guys. So please hit that like button down below, and also share this video with your friends and family or whoever you think will benefit from this video. So let's straight away get into the tutorial. I'm going to show you exactly how I do my makeup for everyday work, or even if I want to get out of my house. It's very mandatory to wear masks. So right now the cases are again increasing, which is sad, but yeah, you have to be cautious about what is happening around you, and prevention is better than cure, right? So mask is really an essential thing, so don't skip wearing masks, and also be very cautious. First step is nothing but moisturizing my skin. You can follow whatever morning skincare routine you have. For me, I just use a toner and a moisturizer before makeup. Now I'm going to use this moisturizer from Pond's. It's the light moisturizer with vitamin E and glycerin. I don't use this regularly. My regular moisturizer is the Olay one, but right now I couldn't find that. It's a very light moisturizer. I just like to dot it and massage my moisturizer very well. Here is a quick tip. When you apply your moisturizer, make sure you massage it well and then pat your moisturizer in, so that your skin can absorb the moisturizer very easily and very fast. So once that is done, just give 30 seconds to 1 minute for your skin to, take all the goodness from the moisturizer. So our second step is using a sunblock. Right now it is very sunny and very hot and humid in Chennai, so of course I require sunblock. This is from Neutrogena. It's the Dry Touch Sunblock. This is one sunscreen I've been using for quite some time. So I'm just going to take a little bit, something this much. This is how my skin looks like after applying sunscreen. As you can see, did not give any kind of white cast. I'm just going to give my skin a minute so that the sunscreen gets set. So my next step is nothing but I'm directly going in with my concealer to just apply wherever I need some coverage. As you can see, my acne marks and stuff has considerably gone down. And the concealer I'm using right now is from L'Oreal. It's an infallible full wear concealer. Of course, this is a full coverage concealer, and I'm in the shade 317 Almond. As you guys already know, I've already spoke about the concealer to you. The shade range is very less, and this is the last shade that matches my skin tone, luckily. So if you are finding your shade in this particular concealer, this is very good and long wearing kind of concealer, so you can go ahead with this. And also you can try out the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. That is also very good, but shade wise I just feel that there are not much shade that suit deeper Indian skin tone. Someone who likes to use primer on day-to-day basis, you can go ahead and use your primer by now, but I don't prefer using primer every day. I just like very small amount of layers on my skin. I don't like layering a lot of product, because as you go out, it's gonna be very hot, especially in Chennai, and I don't want any kind of makeup melting down on my face. And also a little bit on under my eyes, just to make sure I'm not looking tired. Which concealer, guys, so I'm not going overboard with the concealer. I'm just going a little bit here and there wherever I feel like I need it. I'm going to use this kind of brush. I'm going to stipple like this, and then I'm going to blend it out like this. As you guys can see, this looks pretty flawless. I use very minimal amount on my forehead and also on my neck. When I sweat, I don't want these things to just come on my face. My step number 4 is nothing but applying blush. Just use the same kind of lipstick I'm going to use for that day. I just use it as a blush and also as an eyeshadow. So right now I have this shade from Maybelline. It's their Powder Matte by Color Sensational Maybelline. It's in the shade Almond Pink. It's a beautiful shade, especially if you're my skin tone. MAC, I am NC42. Just gonna dot it over here. So after dotting it, blush brush. Again, this is a more of a thicker kind of brush so that it is easy for blending. So I'm just gonna blend it. Dab. Blending means not going like this. I'm just gonna dab. This gave me that natural flush. But for day-to-day basis, this blush is too much for me. But wait guys, it will all come together. Next step I'm going to do is I just want to highlight a little bit of my inner part. So I'm just going to go with the highlighting concealer. This is really an optional step just because not everybody likes that highlighted look. So it's very optional. If you like a little bit of highlighted look, that is the brightened eye kind of look, just go with this. This step I'm doing just because I'm not going to go with any kind of eyeliner or kajal. Just mascara is what I'm going to use. So I just want my eyes to be a little more brighter, open, awake. So that is why I'm using this. In the inner part, inner corner. That's it. I'm using this particular brush from PAC. It's a PAC 219 brush. It's best for blending your concealer. So I'm just gonna blend it. This is a Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade medium. When it comes to powder, I would suggest you not to use too much of powder. Just take the powder, take the excess off over here itself. I don't prefer baking because if you bake, of course it will last long, but it makes your skin feel a little more dry, and when you sweat, your skin looks a little bit cakey. So to avoid that, don't use excess powder. Just use the amount you really require underneath, and the remaining is what I'm going to apply on the entire face. This is how my face looks like after setting, but still you can see that glow on my face, and my face is not really completely matte. That is what I really like about the everyday look I'm doing. So the next is the blush has toned down to a greater extent and looks very natural on my cheeks, as you can see. So that is why I'm going with the cream product first and setting everything with the powder product, and also make sure you don't use excess powder. It's really important that you don't use excess powder because your skin, you want it to look very natural and very light, right? So your layering should be to the minimum. So on day-to-day basis, I like to use this particular brow product. This is my recent find from Swiss Beauty. This is a brow pencil in the shade dark brown. See, this makes a greater difference to your face. The framed eyebrow looks much more better than this side of my face. Doing your eyes is really optional. If you're going with a mascara, you can directly go with that, but I like my eyelids to have a little bit of color. It's just like how I like it. So I'm just going to take the same color, the lip color I'm going to use. I'm using a particular color of lipstick for that day. I will just use that as a blush and also my eye color. This is how my eyelids look like. In Hyper Curl Mascara. If before applying mascara, I go with the color. So this is a lash color I bought from Miniso. Over with the mascara. So before applying mascara, make sure you take the excess product from the wand out, otherwise it's gonna clump your lashes. So before applying my lipstick, I generally use a lip liner. As you guys already know, the same lip liner is what I'm going to use. This is from Wet n Wild. It's in the shade Chestnut. It just goes well with my skin tone very well with all the lipsticks I use, even though it is the nudest of nude. And yeah, I really like this color on my lips. See, it looks like I don't have my upper lip at all. I'm not going to overdraw or overline. I'm just going to go with my natural shape. It's just that this is a darker shade. It's gonna give you that defined look. This is how my lip shape is. So after this, I'm just going to go with the same lipstick. So here I'm going to use a creamy kind of lipstick, right? So I'm just not gonna go directly with the lipstick like this. Just gonna take a little bit on my fingers, and like I blended it out on my eyelids, I'm going to blend it on my lips. This is how the color looks like on my lips after blending. It's still creamy. Now the trick is, the age-old trick is what I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna use a facial tissue, something like this. Let me show you. So this is the tissue box I'm using. So this facial tissue, I'm going to take one layer, not the complete one, just one single layer. I'm gonna use the same sponge. I'm not taking any excess powder or something, just using the same sponge. Keeping this on top of my lips, I'm going to press this sponge previously which we used powder in it, right? So it will have a little bit of remnants. I'm just going to set it. Now your lips look very matte, transfer proof. Step is highlight, which I do not miss using. Again, highlighting is your personal choice to do all the steps, so that is why I'm using highlight. Just gonna take a fluffy brush like this, take off the excess highlight. See the glow. So the highlighter I'm using right now is from Wet n Wild. It's in the shade Precious Petal. So the last step to make your makeup budge proof and mask proof is this one. I'm just gonna take a facial tissue, taking a beauty blender. Mine is semi-dry, so I'm just gonna take it. Gonna make sure it is rounded on the beauty blender. I'm just gonna go over my face. This particular technique I learned from Wayne Goss. He's a makeup god actually. So yeah, this is gonna take the excess powder, the excess foundation, everything off. So as you can see, this has taken the excess powder and stuff. So I'm just gonna wear this mask. So this is how my mask looks like. There's no foundation stain. The mask is pretty clean, as you guys can see. This is a baby pink color, so I am not going to lie to you. It looks damn clean. I hope you have liked this video. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also do hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed till now. So see you on my next video. Until then, take care. Bye.